what's up, brother Justin? Hope you're doing all right. We'll get an early start tonight on this. Got a lot of work to do. Mike's live. There's Kevin. David Hadaball's here. Brother Justin. Mike's live. Man, how are y'all? I think it's got that one too. Just flattening out my pieces of camphor for the bolsters for this Sodbuster. Getting my pieces together for this handle. So I've already got me a little brass piece cut for the divider that's going to go in between the stag and the wood. And I was out here just kind of working away, and I was like, you know what? I need to just go and turn this thing on. Here we are. So, how's everybody tonight? Hope everybody is well. This thing's gonna be so different from side to side. It's gonna be cool. Really excited about this. It's gonna be a nice little project. Got to get some cutlery rivets ordered though. Ooh. May have to go back and sand on this piece so they're even. Shit. I have to go back in once I'm done and file it to square it up so it's straight across the handle. So it is what it is though. That's gonna look cool though. And then here's the other piece for the other side, so it'll be, if y'all can see that, the pattern kind of matches the curve of the handles, so that's gonna be really cool. And then it'll just transition into the wood bolsters, I guess. So that'll be cool. All right. There's had everything sitting right here. Where's my file? Jason Beecher's here. Let's see here. Let me go down through here. Tyler McLeod, Joey King did a great job on the Boker. I'm finding a good home for it with a cousin. Good deal, Joey. Joey's the subscriber that lives pretty close to me, and that little Boker that we did the other day on a cleanup, it was his, so that was pretty cool. I'm glad it worked out, brother. Hope you're happy with it. So I guess the next thing we need to do is get our we need to get this side, at least the stag, glued up on here so it can dry. And then once it's dry, no, how do I need to do this? Because I need to make sure it's square. Because if you look at it like at the spine, I want to make sure it's square across. And one side is, and this side's just short. Looks good up top. Hell, actually, it looks all right. We're just gonna go with it. It'll all kind of, because this side's gonna have to sand down a lot. So what I'm seeing that's off will all go away. So, all right. So, let's see here. Out here doing a bunch of other stuff earlier, so excuse me. Patriot Knife and Tool, brother Dwayne, man, glad to see you, brother. Jason Beecher, he's here. Dwayne, we're doing a stag slash chamfer wood full size Saudi. Gonna have a little brass liner in between the two materials, and then it'll all sand smooth and should be good to go. Did a I don't know if you've caught any of it, Dwayne, but did a little blade reprofile on that, made it a little drop point, put us a little half stop in there, so it's gonna be a nice little sweet little piece when we get done. Briar Patch, brother Chuck. And McGeary in the house. Yeah, perfect size EDC, that's for sure. Yeah, Tyler, I've scoured a lot of handle material to get these two pieces, to get this piece just right. So very fortunate to be able to have found it. Oh. Terry, brother Terry. Fix supper tonight. Cube steak, gravy, and mashed potatoes. Boy, that sounds good, good, good. Chuck. Dakota Marlowe's in the house. Man, everybody's here tonight. I was wondering if anybody'd be here. I'm usually start at 6, but looks like we rolling now, son. And for some reason, if you didn't know, old AW, Aaron Williams, I guess hit 1,000 subscribers last night or something. So, y'all go send him a little message telling him congrats. That is a heck of a milestone, that first 1,000, man. I know we just hit it, shoot, just what, last week? Scooch that on back. Give me plenty of room to work with. So what I'm going to do is while this is drying, we're going to start putting the rest of this one together, and then we'll match them. I'll match this side to that side, or this side to that side. Oh, you're good, Chuck. Shit, I'm just glad you're here, man. Just like the other one, we're going to use a little blue painter's tape to cinch her down and hold her tight. Because, let me tell you, trying to clamp something as lopsided as stag is pretty difficult. Especially when you're clamping it to get something that's flush, like the liner. Be pretty tricky. So we'll get all this put together, and then hopefully either Friday or Saturday, whenever I get back out here, we'll start shaping these covers and start getting this knife put together. I'm gonna get some rivets ordered tomorrow. Hopefully they'll be here maybe Friday or Saturday, and then it won't, once we get these shaped, it won't take much to get this old girl shaped up and ready to go. So there she is. She's all taped up. Got that stag on there. So like I was saying earlier, let me move my trash can away. This piece we done, I don't know, what was it, last week, earlier this week? Excuse me, Lord have mercy. Got the stag on it already, and we're gonna go ahead and do our liner, our divider. It's really not a liner. Gotta get all the excess glue out. We're gonna have the brass liner, and then the camphor is gonna be like a bolster, I guess. The reason I wanted to do it like this is because if I'd have tried to glue the stag, the brass, and the wood all together at the same time, it never would have, man, we'd have played hell trying to get it all together. So that's why I did it this way. Actually, that's not the pin I need. There's the pin I need. Just gonna cut the end of that off. Had to turn the heat on today, son. It's cold. I think it's colder than it was. Colder than it was this morning, that's for sure. I think we should be a good fit. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue all this, and then we'll clamp it like long ways, and then I'll wrap it as well, and then that should secure us pretty good. If Travis was in here, Travis would beg to differ. He's got two custom Sodbusters that I did, one in zebra wood and one in acrylic, and he'd probably argue that them two are pretty cool too. Oh, I do know what we need to do. I need to go in and clean up the backside of this spring like we did on Travis's knife. Then I also need to go in and clean the backside of this tang where Case has that wonky where they just stamp it and leave it raw. As it's going to be, I mean, Travis's was a showpiece. Man, you look down in there and it was just a glistening and stuff. So I want this to be the same way. Then we'll also go in and polish we'll polish the liners like we did Travis's and all that too. So, Sodbuster. I don't have one out here that's not put together. It's just a style of knife, a style, because not everybody, I guess everybody makes one. It's just a simple, like a work knife, just a simple little single blade work knife. But we're taking a working man's knife and turning it into a showpiece. Mr. Patrick, I am good, brother. We're just putting pieces of material together for some handles. Got some of that camphor that you gave me at the Ellaville show, and we're putting it on Brother Terry Knives and Man Stuff custom soddy I'm doing for him. We're going to use it as a bolster on that stag. I think that's going to be a pretty good match. Once that's oiled and waxed and polished out and stuff, it's going to look really good. Really good. You know what I think I did? I think I put this... Oh, I did. I'm going to have to draw it out on the other side. Because I lapped that side to make it good and flat. And now that don't fit. So we got to lap this side. Let's see here. Does it work that way? Nope. Does it work that way? Which way works the best? Yeah, it's for Mr. Terry. Me and him chit-chatted about this for a little bit, and he was down for the count on it when I told him what I wanted to do. So, this is the tedious part right here, is making sure everything lines up just right. Yeah, man, I said something about it a little bit ago in the live, letting everybody know to go tell him congrats on that, 'cause that is pretty cool. Patrick talking about brother Aaron hitting that milestone, that thousand sub milestone. That's big time right there. I mean, it's such a well-deserving guy too. I mean, oh, the 110, Terry. Don't talk about that 110, fella. Can't let all my secrets out of the bag. What we need to talk about is your chance to buy into a custom mini muskrat for all of y'all in the chat. I've got one sitting in the cabinet right there waiting for its turn that I'm going to do. If nobody wants to buy into it, I'm going to do it the way I want to, and I'm going to sell it. So, if y'all want a chance to buy into one and get to choose how it's done, that's going to be the way to do it. I think that's a goddess. Man, there's so many projects coming up that are just gonna. Me and Travis are doing another project together. I need to leave that on. Doing a mini trapper that is going to be full out, like just about a redesign. Blade delete, bolster delete, different handle materials. Yeah, that's gonna be nuts. We'll probably get in on that after the holidays. Get Terry's done, and I got a knife for cornbread to do. And then I think Travis's is next, because his was next. His was the next one I got. I believe that was the next one. And then there are knives incoming as we speak in the mail. That are going to be pretty awesome in their own right. Jake, that's a pretty good deal, brother. Can't go wrong with that. Free knife, free knife. Specialist trade Stockman. Oh my God, the grain, I can't even, it won't even pick up on the camera, but I got the grain wet on this camphor, and oh my Lord, it's gonna be, whew, Lord Jesus. The whole angel choir is gonna be singing over this thing. Lord have mercy. Got some burl, and it looks like it's got, not burl, it looks like it's got some bird's eye, some tiger stripes like maple, some of that maple does. Man, I am excited about this. Telling you, Terry. I wouldn't steer you wrong with my ideas now. She may not be a full stag like we initially had talked about, but boy, she gonna be. Ain't nobody else gonna have one like this. That's for daggum sure. Make sure that brass is down in there good. All right. This should work. Guarantee you anything coming out of this shop's going to be one of a kind. As bad as it sounds, that's really why I don't want to do Micarta Sodbusters, because Case is doing it. I mean, I know it's, you know, it is what it is, but still. Check our brass, no gap on the wood. Big E, come on, brother. All right. That has got that in there good. Cool. So we'll let this dry for a day, probably till tomorrow. Trying to think of, man, I got so much stuff going on this week outside of the channel. Ollie's got another performance, some sort of dancing thing tomorrow. She had something last night for school. I may could get out here and work a little bit, because Alicia doesn't get off till 6. So, let's see here. A little ice. I'll still see that right there. All right. Whew. Come off that hoodie, son. Come off that hoodie. I think everything I need is right there. Put that up there. Along with that, I'll lose it. Fellas, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I got a box last week or the week before from Bobby at RDS Wood Turning and Acrylics, and he had sent me a bunch of acrylic blanks that he just had laying around where he was playing with acrylics, asking if it's something I could use. I'm like, man, send it. We'll try it out. Man, that's got golds and reds and orange in there. That right there, for a Tennessee feller, if any Tennessee fellers are in here, if you like the color orange, that right there would be pretty nice. Just, just going to put that out there. All right, let's see here. So, I'm going to go ahead and sand the inside. This is the spring, the back spring. So, when you look down in the knife, I want everything to be shiny. This one's not near as bad as the one that was Travis's. His was all sorts of wonky. So, I'm going to go through and sand it. Probably start at 8, work my way up, and then polish it. And then we'll work on this the tang right here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but if you look on the spine side of a tang, on the tang of a man, somebody getting in a hurry, where they just stamp these, they leave it like that and they don't finish it out, and it drives me crazy. So any of these knives that I do, I go through and I'm gonna file all that down and polish it, and I'm gonna polish the half stop and everything, so when you look at it, it's all polished out and clean. So no detail left unturned, I guess you could say. Emma Geary, is she back? Did she leave? Oh, I see Brother Todd's in the house. Let me move this. What did everybody carry today? Y'all want to see what I carried? You probably already seen it if you follow me on YouTube or if you follow me on Instagram. Victorinox Tinker and a Balisong. Oh man, got a little Mike's Life. Kershaw Federalist and a small case Congress. Man, that's pretty tight tote right there with the Federalist. I don't have a lot of, I only have one real modern. I have a QSP Penguin. Other than that, everything else that I have with a pocket clip is a lockback. So let's see what I was toting on today. Thanks for the backup. Oh, yeah, man. Louie, don't even worry about it. So in my Make Cutlery Great Again original slip, I've got this. I think this is an 82. This is a 1982-87 pattern, 63-0-87, and the zero not dictates, but basically when Case changed the tooling, the transition years had the zero. So, and this is a stainless steel version. She's a super sport, as Brother Dwayne says. Just jig Delrin, no bone. But she's sweet, man. Listen, all the snap. So carried that today in my left pocket. And then, like I said, today I got a QSP Penguin. You want to talk about a workhorse of a knife? That right there, son. It's got green micarta, really nice sheep's foot blade. Right, great open. It's covered in sticky from opening packages and stuff. So, and then Case Mini Trapper, Mini Copper Lock, Smooth Chestnut Bone. Terry, you had a hell of a tote today, brother. And then in a belt sheath, I've got this 1981 6375 bone. I don't know if it would be brown bone. I'm not real sure. This is I refer to this knife as my crown jewel of my collection. This is my birth year. It's a 75 pattern. That is carbon steel, by the way. That is not stainless. So, and it pretty much came to me like this. I cleaned it just a little bit just to make it my own, put my own edge on it, and that's it. I did no polishing on this knife when I got it. So this thing is, listen to that. Woo! Son. All right, back to work. Jason, you do a hell of a job, brother. And I love you for it. Brown sugar bone. Yeah, it's really dark, Terry. There's not a whole lot of color other than the brown. There's a little spot on the pile side that has a little bit of lighter color bone, but other than that, it's just that real dark brown. And I'm not real learned up on the vintage bone or any of the vintage cases. I just know I like them, and I've got a few. So, I got them grind marks out of there. Pretty good. I'm gonna have to get me another light that is just for my workstation, so my ring light so I've got a ring light that connects to the phone mount can stay behind the phone, so if I'm showing you something you can see it. So maybe if I'm good, Santa will bring me one. Brother Aaron 865. What in the name of eBay price gouging is going on in here? We just gouging prices up in this place. Let me tell you. How the hell are you, Aaron? Hope you're doing all right. We just working on a custom case Sodbuster. Going to be stag handled with a wood bolster. Brass divider between the two materials. She's going to be fully polished out and has a drop point mod on the blade. Oh yeah, the carbon steel is where it's at, especially that vintage stuff. It's all right, Aaron. It's still up for that deal, brother. I mean, ain't nobody else reached out to me about it. So I sent you a picture of what we'd be starting with. Texted it to you. And this is the kind of detail you get. I'm currently sanding the inside of the spring that you see the top of it when you look down in the channels. So, because I'm about to polish it as well, so all the inside of this Sodbuster is going to be polished. Sometimes I think I take on too much or try to do too much on these knives, but if it's going to come out of here, she's going to be top notch. That's for sure. That's all right, man. Like I said, it's still up for grabs. I've hadn't really put it out there. I hadn't put it on Instagram or any of the Facebook pages yet. So, oh yeah. Let's get another piece of paper. I am located in in central Middle Tennessee, but kind of on the southeast end of Middle Tennessee in Rutherford County, about 30 minutes outside of Nashville. Cotswold Droner. Can't say I've seen you in my chat before, Cotsworth Droner. You new to the channel, or you just usually just watch and don't do the chat? Either way, just curious. First time, well, welcome. I usually do lives, about all I do. And it's just me out here working. Never know if we're going to be working on a custom knife or doing some leather work or doing some repairs. It's always something. Maybe some restorations, preservations on pocket knives. Just kind of depends on what we got on the bench. Finish your drawing. My dad is going to put it in with stuff that he is sending to you this week. All right, Emma, that sounds good. And I'll get you some stickers sent up to you as soon as I can. I got to get some stamps and all sorts of stuff. Oh, I don't know, man. I think everybody's just kind of hanging out and watching and enjoying just the chill atmosphere. Or maybe they're eating dinner. We got 40 people watching, so that's pretty good. And the top of the spring right here, down where the pivot is, was rougher than the rest of it. Appreciate you, Jake. Yeah, Cotsworld Droner, welcome to the show. Usually a pretty family-friendly event here. My daughter, who is 10, is out here sometimes with us. She likes to come hang out and help, and so if you got kids or grandkids or whatever, it's usually a family-friendly Cotswold. I am so sorry. Where are you from, Cotswold? If you don't mind me asking. All of my damn sandpaper fell off my little shelf the other day and got all mixed up. Is that 1,000? I think that's 1,000. Charlotte, North Carolina. There's a couple of fellas from the old North Carolinas, or Carolinas. South Carolina, North Carolina. SC Knife Monkey is floating around probably still. He is from South Carolina. I know there's some fellas from North Carolina probably in the chat. So we did 600, and I don't have any 8. So we just went up to 1,000. And we're sanding all the scratches from the 600 out with the 1,000. And then I think we'll probably just go on to a hard wheel with the green polishing compound and see what that does. And then if that's good, then we'll really finish her out. And then we'll move on to the blade, and we'll just keep on rolling. I've got a bunch of leather to do this weekend, so there may be a leather live Saturday. I've got some gifts to make, 2 slips to go out with the giveaway. Yeah, lots of leather work this weekend. So if y'all want to sit and watch me fumble through some leather work, I'll be here. I'm just going to set the camera up and let it roll while I'm working. There's some good makers between Charlotte and Atlanta. There's a Knife Makers Guild in, I think, Spartansburg. Yes, sir. It is Spartansburg. I know exactly where you're talking about. I just do modifications whenever I have a bigger place, because where I'm at now, I'm renting the house, and once I have a bigger shop, there are lots of ideas as far as like making standalone folders that are my design that will probably take place at that point. I just gotta have a bigger shop. This is just a little 1-car garage, and I've got my bike out here. There's a whole other workbench over there and all my camping gear. And so we are kind of busting at the seams at the moment, but plan on growing by leaps and bounds. I do need to, where are my little files? Right here. Yep, TPK's out of South Carolina. Stay away from my nanners. Oh, Lord. See, like this is what I'm talking about as far as detail. If you get a custom modded knife from me, this is the little shelf that on the Sodbuster, that back pin is like the stop for the spring, and this shelf is a very rough done, so I want to make sure it's Even though the pin covers it up, I still want to make sure that it is good and square. Oh, Jason said they were going to steal the bananas. All right, guys, let's open up the bid on SC Knife Monkeys bananas. Y'all go ahead and start the bid process. Y'all are always wanting to bid on my stuff in my shop. Let's bid on South Carolina or SC Knife Monkeys bananas. Just proof that I'm an equal opportunity offender. Wait a second. What am I missing? I got $1. Jason Beecher's got $1 on Knife Monkeys bananas. Nope, got 3. Do I hear 4? I know there's more people out here that want to bid on some nanners. No. Did I see something about a green fiber wheel? I don't love you like I love you. Up. Kevin's got $3.50. Up. Aaron's up to $4. Y'all gonna keep it up, and I'm gonna go buy all y'all keychain bananas. Oh Lord, 433 up, 415. God bless. What a crowd, man! What a crowd. Billy MK. Or McKay, I'm sorry, Billy McKay, not MK. Probably close enough though, ain't it, Billy? Hassan bid $100 for some bananas. Y'all are gonna have to step your game up. Well, there's a $100 bid on some nanners, so I picked up a Damascus in Anderson, South Carolina from one of the locals the first time he set up. He really didn't know the value of his knives. He caught on pretty quickly. I was thankful to get one. Yeah, I know that what I charge probably isn't enough, but I'm also just trying to get my name out there. I mean, because, it's like an untested football player or something, Like, you wouldn't go spend millions of dollars on a football player that and granted it's done every day, but and it's not like I'm trying to get rich. I'm just trying to make a little extra money and have fun, give me some content to make. So, and this isn't a full-time job. This is just something I do on the side. SC Knife Monkey sold $100. Jason Beecher, how'd you get EBT? Jason Beecher, god dang. You'll have to ask Justin on how he takes his payment. Send my nanners to you. God dang. Oh, Lord have mercy. What a group, man, I tell you. What a group, what a group. So yeah, after this knife is done, I've got a Swiss Army knife we're going to do stag covers for. And then after that, I've got 3 Camillus fixed blades that we're going to do micarta handles for. All 3 of them are from the same guy. I think it's for him and his brothers. And then there is a little Sodbuster Jr. that I'm doing for a fella's wife in pink acrylic. That'll be the beginning of the year, because it'll probably take me the rest of the year to get this and that Swiss Army knife done. And then next year, man, shoot, beginning of the year, we're going to be wide open. Yeah, we're working on it. Aaron, trying to anyways. All right. Sanded to 1500. And now we are going to switch over to hard polishing wheel and green polishing compound. And that will do a pretty good job. Looking for Remington knives. I think everybody's looking for Remington knives, Justin. Who was I talking to about Remingtons? I was talking to Jason at Ozark Boys about Remingtons. I'm like, man, they seem to be the hot ticket item right now. Everybody's out hunting them bullet, at least the bullet knives they are. Justin wants payment in pennies. Shipped directly to his house. So the super secret leather project that I've been working on behind the scenes shipped out this week. It's for Aaron Williams over at AW Customs. JC mounting a jar. I still ain't gonna tell you what it was because he ain't got it yet. He still don't know what it is. He know he's got something coming, but JC mounting a jar asked me if I would be into doing this little project if he put a little money up for materials. And I was like, man, sure, I'd love to do something for Aaron. And so we did, and he should have it. He should have it tomorrow or Friday. So I got my Secret Santa, Jason Beecher. And I've shipped mine out. I received my Secret Santa gift and I shipped mine out, and it should be there. Can't remember exactly where it was at, but it wasn't going very far. Brother Randy in the house. How are you, sir? We're just working on some custom Sodbusters here. Name of the game is Above and Beyond. Oh, that's right. That doesn't fit in there. No. Is that a big... Yeah, that one is. Nope. All right, Emma, have a good night. Thought I had. I don't. Oh, I do. All right, let's see what that looks like. So the inside of that back spring is all polished out now. So when you look down in it, once the liners are polished on the inside, everything's going to be nice and shiny down on the inside of that knife. I'm going to hit it one more time before assembly with another, like with a finer, with that Mother's, and that'll really give a good fine polish on it. But right now, let's work on this tang and get it where it needs to be. And it don't take much. I just, where it's stamped, it like rolled the edge and just kind of laid it over. So I'm just trying to get rid of that a little extra. Six o'clock here where I'm at. No, Kevin, not this one. Terry didn't want any file work, so we're not doing any file work on this one. It's the boss lady. She must be off of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still chilly out here.
Feels good. I'm sitting. Well, I'm sitting in front of that.
In front of the heat.
Yeah.
You can't go out there. There's stuff out there you'll step on.
No snow. No snow here in central Middle Tennessee. Just a little bit left. Just like that, she gone. Got her all evened up. Spring turkey hunting, man. I hadn't been turkey hunting in a while. I miss it. I don't have anywhere to go around here, and public land is absolutely ridiculous. Man, I miss turkey hunting. Now we're polishing the polishing where I did the half stop mod, so it's a nice smooth surface as well. Never been out of the South? Daggone. Alright, so let me move my light. I'll get it put back around here. Maybe I can show this. Y'all just bear with me. So, where'd it go? There it is. So there is what I was talking about right there. All of that is now mirror polished, and the half stop is also mirror polished. I'm gonna go ahead and polish the tang right here, and then I'm gonna leave the blade until after the knife is put together, just to as I polish that one at Travis's, and then it's like I had to tiptoe around it, I guess. So so this one we're just gonna do the tang and stuff, because we won't be able to get to that once it's put together. So yeah, so just gonna do a little 1000 grit kind of clean it up a little bit. It's not really removing any material or anything, just kind of evening up the surface. I thought I had some oil out here. So if I'm gonna ask y'all a question, since most of y'all are all of y'all are pretty much my diehards. If there was merch available, like shirts, hats, what would be the what would y'all want the most product wise? Because I'm looking into that, because I'm about to that threshold where I can do a store on my YouTube page, and so just a curiosity thing. See what y'all thought. Or would you even buy any? That's probably the better question. And it's going to be cool. Like, it's not even going to be just the logo that I got now. Like, I've got other artwork in my head working. You know, we'll have the OG logo still. But I've got some other artwork in mind just for like merch and stuff. Yeah, t-shirts and hats. That's kind of what I was thinking. I'm not going to do all the like koozies and all of that. So probably just t-shirts and hats. See how that goes. Maybe when the time comes back around again, maybe do a hoodie. I don't know. Like I said, I'm still a few watch hours away. I think probably 500 watch hours away from breaking that threshold, and then I should be good to do that. And there's also the whole channel membership thing that we're going to be looking at. And the channel membership will come with a giveaway every month for a knife. I already know that much. So, just trying to do stuff to help support the channel monetarily. Which in turn kind of helps support the family. Because I'm not, you know, the channel kind of helps support itself. You know, along with the custom knives and what little bit of leather work I'll do and all that. So, pins would be cool. Like ink pins, Kevin, or like pins like you pin like you put on your hat or something. I still haven't got a maker's mark for my leather stuff yet. Ink pens, yeah, I'm getting monetized, Randy. I got to get the watch hours. I'm about 500 watch hours away, and then I'll have everything I need to do that. So, but yeah, as soon as I can, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, Mike's Life's idea for ink pens. I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Just depends on how that looks. Because I know there's like things you can do. Like try to do it without having to come out of at least a little bit of money up front as possible. Like almost like a 2-order thing, like a pre-order or something. I don't know how those stores work. I got to get with somebody that has it. I think Cornbread's got a store. Just kind of need something that's like kind of self-sufficient. I don't have to really fool with it because I don't really have, you know, the time to pack orders and all that. Oh yeah, Velcro. Morale patches is what they're called. Yeah, I've got a bunch of those. I've got a patch wall at work on my cubicle wall in my office when I'm at the office, and it's got a bunch of really cool morale patches. Alright, the tang is polished. Like I said, we're going to wait on the blade itself till after the knife is done, and then everything will get a good final polish. But got the tang's back to polish, and most of this disappears in the pivot anyways, so Just wanted to make sure what I could see is done. So the tang's fully polished. We've got the spine. That's all done. The bevel's all matched for factory, so it looks like it's a factory blade. And that'll go great. All that's put together, so trying to think of what else we could get into tonight. I really didn't have, that's all I had was just those things. I don't want to get into leather tonight because I'm whooped. I was up at 3:30 this morning for whatever reason and could not go back to sleep. So it's going to be a go to bed early night tonight, hopefully. I got daggum hiccups. Temporary tattoo so we can be cool like you. Patrick, God bless. How about iron-on tattoos, Patrick? What I could do, I'll put some iron-on tattoos on there. Jeez. Temporary tattoos. God dang. How do you get a knife razor sharp? You sharpen it. Sam B. Not to be a smarty, but you just sharpen it. Everybody sharpens different. I use stones and ceramic rods, and some people use machines, and just depends on what you feel like using. Beard oil. Everybody's got the leather balms and stuff. I think I'll do a beard oil. Mike's beard oil. That's funny. Oh no! Jason Beecher! No, the beard oil thing's fine, Jason. That was Billy. He's good. I like the beard oil idea, though. It's like everybody's got, I think like Rubidoux Creek Outdoors has a leather and knife wax. And I know Mickey over at Hillbilly Ridge has, I think, is he the one that has some sort of wax or balm or something? I'll just do beard oil. God dang. Jason out head hunting, man. God dang, Jason. All that. Oh, I don't need to mess. I need to take that pin back in. Got Bobby's pin out here. Oh. Well, I guess that'll be, maybe tomorrow I can glue that other handle, getting it finished glued together, and then we can shape maybe Friday, and then I'll order the cutlery rivets tomorrow, and then should be able to put Terry's knife together and be done next week. Yeah, at least you didn't time him out, Jason. It's all good, brother. It happens. I ain't worried about it. Billy's good. So hopefully Terry's knife will be done next week. I can start on cornbreads. Cornbreads won't take, we could probably do his start to finish in just about one live. Because I'm not taking apart that Swiss Army knife and putting pins through and all that. So what we're going to do with his is I'm going to make the covers. I'm going to do false pins and then epoxy it onto the knife. So, and that way also, if for some reason he wanted to go back to it being a regular Swiss Army knife with the plastic covers, just pop them off. Well, not pop it off, but you could get it apart. Billy, you're good, man. Jason's just real protective as a moderator as far as like, he just wants to make sure everything is PG, and he just jumped the gun. It's all good, brother. You're totally fine. That your comment was perfectly fine with the beard oil. That would be cool though with the beard oil. I like it. You did Maxzilla. Now I see why Terry calls Jason. Yeah, Kevin. I think his knife's up here. Is it? Yeah. So Cornbread sent me I think it's a farmer. I have to look. And that's why I'm not going to take it apart. If you've ever had a Swiss Army knife apart and try to put it back together, it's a pain. So I think this is either a farmer or a huntsman or hunter. I'm not real up on the Swiss Army knife patterns. I used to be, because I used to fool with these a lot. I used to do a lot of custom work a few years back, and just didn't have the motivation to do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get everything opened up here, see if we can finger it out. If I can. God dang. It's got the parcel hook. Are these plus scales? No, they're not plus scales. So, oh, it's got a saw. Yep, Huntsman. Huntsman. So, what we'll do, hell, we can take it apart now. Won't take nothing to pop it apart. Where is a knife? So these are Swiss Army knives. I don't know if you've ever had one apart or took the covers off of them, but they just pop apart. You got to pay shipping on that chair. So these covers just clip onto there's rivets underneath it. So they just pop off. See, it's got these rivets right here, and the covers just pop on there, and you can pop them off and pop them on, and it won't hurt them. Yeah, so what we'll do is I'm gonna send all this back to Cornbread if he wants it. Oh, I got to do a slip for the traveling box of leather this weekend too, so I can get that out next week. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna make blanks out of antler, and then shape it, and then we'll epoxy it on, and then after that I'll do false pins in there to give it a little brass touch, and they're not gonna go anywhere. So he'll have a stag covered Huntsman, which are really cool, and you can buy I think there's a company that sells them, or a guy that sells them, or used to, and I think they were like $100 a set back in the day when I was fooling with them. And Maxilla, you can buy one of mine if you will email me. My email is in the description, or on my front page. My email's there, or if you have Instagram, you can hit. It's the same on Instagram. Make Cutlery Great Again, and you can DM me there, and we can talk about that. But you sure can buy a slip. I'm gonna be making slips this weekend, and if you get your order in before the end of the week, I'll get you slip made this weekend. Yes, the A-lock scales on the farmer. You are correct. I have a bunch of Swiss Army knives that I just haven't shown. I think I've shown one of them or two. No, I showed my electrician, and I showed I think it's a hiker, but a Winger hiker. Probably from the 80s. Those are the only two I've shown. I've got a bunch, though. Just message me, Maxilla, and we'll talk about it. I try not to do business on my lives. Just email me or send me a message on Instagram or something. How long are we? 80 minutes. That's probably pretty good. Guys, I think that's about all I got. Like I said, yeah, it's all good. Maxilla, don't even worry about it. You didn't know Dakota's going live after Mike. Like I said, might be out here tomorrow for just a little bit before we go to Ollie's thing at 8. And then may or may not be out here Friday. I probably will, because I got lots of work I need to get done. We'll be back out here Saturday and probably Sunday too. So, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know when we go live and we're out here working and hanging out. Dadgum, James, you just squeezed in here. But you know you'll be able to go back and watch it later, brother. So anyway, so yeah, I'm done. Guys, y'all have a good night. Be safe. And like always, peace.